We are a nonprofit organization that helps to enhance the lives of adults and children that are visually impaired. And by visually impaired, that means blind or low vision, legally blind. Transportation and lack of socialization are two of the biggest barriers to people with vision loss. Everything that you read in the journals of visual impairment, that's the main focus. That's what we're here for, to make sure that we can get them socialized and to get them out and transport them to the places that they need to go. The age groups that we kind of service here at the Vision Resource Center are ages 6, and our eldest is 90. But right now we just received a grant from Cumberland Community Foundation, so we are trying to optimize on kids' birth and their families' birth to 13, because currently the state does not provide services until they're 14 years of age. So we're really trying to make a difference in that demographic. We do all types of things. We have assistive technologies, which are equipments that help people with low vision, help them based on their vision loss, be able to read their mail, because everybody's not blind that comes here. A lot of people think that's a misconception, but they can help read their mail, or to help them, like Alexa is a big one, so we turn people on to that. We help them be able to live independently as possible, make bed, pick out colors for clothing, all the things that we take for granted. We help them with that, as well as socialization. Like today, they're doing yoga and relaxation, as we're calling it. But then we also go to concerts like Chicago, Cape Fear Regional Theater. We've gone to Memphis. We've done DPAC. We've done Phantom of the Opera. So we try to do all the things that we would do normally sighted, but we try to take the activity and flip it so that they get the best experience, like making sure that the lighting is good, or there's some tactile things there, or something where they can listen or smell. But we always need volunteers, whether it be for bingo, out there now for yoga meditation. We go to buffets. Can you imagine 30 blind people going to a buffet? They want to know everything that's on the buffet list, where it is on their plate. So those types of things. In terms of cooking classes, we are having a vegan class coming up. And one of my classmates, he's actually gone into a vegan training. So he's coming from Charlotte. So all we're having to do is pay for mileage. So if there are other people in our community that can offer gardening, like master gardeners, they want to put a garden out there. They want to do herbs. They want to do an herb garden. So we want to do some farm to table type of things. So for anybody that has any of those type of skills, or yoga, like Miss Eva, she's here, we're paying for her. But for people that want to just come out, Zumba, chair yoga, anybody that has any of these types of skills that we'd be willing to go out on a limb and figure out how to do it for people that have some type of vision loss. It's a challenge, and we would love for them to come and take that challenge on, because they want to do the things like everybody else. You just might have to tweak it a little. So for anybody that's willing to take on that challenge, we'd love to have them. United Way funds our programming, our health and wellness for adults and kids, and they help us to be able to meet that barrier to transportation for our participants, as well as medical appointments and shopping. So we have that little minivan outside, so that also helps us to get them to the medical appointments where the city and the county may fall through the gaps. We try to help those gap participants on things like if they need to go to Duke Medical Center for eye care, or Chapel Hill, because currently we don't have a low vision specialist here in Cumberland County. So for them to get to those appointments and get that type of specialized care, without United Way, we wouldn't be able to do that. Days of Caring, we're able to do things that we can't do with limited staff and volunteers. PWC, we went out to putt-putt. Our folk love putt-putt, but you have some that want to do arcade, you have some that want to do actually the putt-putt. It was just incredible to see the camaraderie with the folk at PWC, as well as we did a shopping trip, and that seems like such a small task for someone that can see, but for someone that doesn't, who's not able to see, that gives somebody one-on-one eyes for the day to pick out dresses, to pick out shoes, to be able to what they can't feel and touch with their fruits and their vegetables. They can say, how much does this cost, and not use a barcode scanner or reader. We appreciate all that PWC does, and through the United Way, that's how we were able to get PWC to come out and volunteer. So it means a lot. I think when they help us, or they give us money, or they spend time, or they volunteer, I don't think people understand the reach or the broadness that it helps for somebody that has a vision loss. It's so much bigger than someone sighted. And if people could close their eyes for 2 seconds, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and just sit there and realize that I'm not going to be able to open them. If they just thought that, how would they feel in that space? But our folk can't open their eyes again. So then that's why the Vision Resource Center is so critical. And that's why people like PWC are so critical, to come out and volunteer for people to be the eyes for someone that doesn't have sight.